Waiting on you.
What's up, people? We are back with another episode of The Dark Hour. It's been a week of sickness for the past couple of weeks. So coming back after watching continue from where we left off, the Conjuring. Yeah, I don't have the layout. You've got the layout of how it actually the movies came out didn't necessarily match
Yeah, I got it.
like the actual order. Well, we had to switch phones, so I'm still trying to figure out. David got upgraded.
Yeah, that's
Got upgrades. Is that really enough? Oh yeah.
For him.
Not an iPhone, but we got
Oh Lord.
Steeples.
found it. iPhone.
Okay.
Got what your numbers into it. I've still been taking today, right? Yes.
No, we just put my SIM card in his. It's all my stuff.
I just transferred.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's share the order, bruh.
It didn't come out in the order of the movie, but
There you go.
the very first one was set in 1952. Came out in, it was The Nun.
Okay, so that was the first one.
But yeah, it did come out in 2018, but that's the origin story. Then you got Annabelle Creation. That was set in the year of 1958.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got you got Annabelle set in 1970.
Dang, you want to bring the mic down just a little bit from here. Talking to the rest of it. I think you figured out who's for that one. There you go.
Yep.
Then you got The Conjuring, which was set in 1971.
Mm-hmm.
Annabelle Comes Home, 1972. The Curse of La Llorona,
Mm-hmm.
You got it about right.
that'd be 1973 is what was set in.
Mm-hmm.
You got The Conjuring 2, 1977. And The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, was set in 1981.
So we literally, the last two that we saw were basically the first ones.
That's what we started. That's what we did on purpose.
Yeah, we started trying
But-
to watch it.
Yeah, after he found that out, because I know the first one that we watched
We
was
watched The Conjuring,
yeah.
and then we went and watched The Nun and Annabelle Creation.
Yeah.
Now we need to go to Annabelle.
Conjuring wasn't the first though.
Yeah.
No.
This was the first one that came out, but it wasn't set in the story.
Which now it all makes sense. It all makes sense because even from when you watch the actual Nun, got to go back, even though we kind of cheated a little bit, and when we watched the Conjuring too.
Yeah, so we watched The Nun, Annabelle Creation, and The Conjuring.
Yeah, because the Conjuring shows the actual guy that was originally was the helper from the actual Nun.
The guy who did it for
Yep.
Rich.
Mhm. Yep, he was in that one. So you got to see. Well, since we've all seen all of them, but we're having to do a refresher. That the other one from, because we watched the original Annabelle, because that was the one where they were at
Creation.
the house, the foster kids, right?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
That's a creation.
yeah, that was they're on the wheelchair.
Yeah.
It's a creation.
So, and how she was related, because one of those nuns was actually related to one of the nuns that were part of the convent. Yep.
So what we need to do next, we need to watch Annabelle next, then Annabelle Comes Home, then The Curse of La Llorona, Conjuring 2, and The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Next time we will.
So basically, and so they never even got rid of it.
The evil got out. If they got out of that man
It's
anyway.
almost like this.
So then it makes you think. So now if you look back at it, was there ever anything that said that they actually trapped that particular one?
So you come out on the Nun?
No, the actual dark demon.
Well, that was.
God, it was
Yeah, on the Nun, it
was so many dang
they
on.
kept it at bay for all those years, and then it got out.
But then it
And
transferred.
They
so-
tried. Yeah, she had the blood of Christ, and she had in her mouth with some spit up. But at that point, the devil had already gotten out of that other dude when it went to his soul.
Well, you remember he said, "I wish I could take this."
Yeah. Sure do.
Because he walks that way.
I guess we don't really. Well, Ed and Lorraine didn't come in yet from the nun. Also in Creations, you didn't see Ed and Lorraine either.
In the rain. Well,
With the Frenchman.
He was Canadian.
take the pot out.
Mm-hmm. So then, was it the same evil spirit that was in Creation?
Yeah.
Yeah, keep watching it. He cut it out.
Yeah, I'm curious now that we kind of like pieced together everything, and now that you're watching it in the actual order, it makes sense.
I figured that's how it got there. That's how it got in Annabelle. Remember, after their daughters died, and they get hit by the car, they kept praying and begging, for her daughters to come back into that car.
Which was the same one that was.
Somehow it managed to make it to that doctor.
Well, no, it can't be. That's what I was saying. It can't be because it was already in the Frenchman.
Well,
So then there must have been.
Well,
Oh, I'm just talking about from the nun to Creation, because Creation was where with the nun and the foster home kids, where they went to the old farmhouse. Just between those two. So from the nun, it was already in the Frenchman. So he was already being possessed by it. So then, what spirit? I guess that's what I'm waiting to find out. And maybe that's in another one. Yeah, and go backwards, because they still touched base on how the main nun that was helping the girls was related to the one that was in that comedy. So somehow or another, it almost seems like there definitely was some type of relation there, like correlation with that. It was that same spirit, even though it was still in the Frenchman.
wasn't the Frenchman, didn't they get transferred to?
Was that same movie? Remember that daughter that girl grew up and got readopted?
That's from the other one.
Yeah, but that's what I was saying. She was the one that was in the.
Yeah. That one makes sense.
I remember that.
Her
being possessed.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is from just the nun to the creation of the foster kids at the farmhouse. How can it be the same entity? Or there's nothing that actually said that it technically was the same entity, but they did discuss a little bit in the film the relationship between that nun with one of the nuns at the comedy.
There was 6 years gap between the nun and Annabelle Creation.
I'm wondering if it was something that like was two different entities.
Yeah, because you got Lila Rona, and then you got what was the Sheba or whatever?
That's the regular conjuring there.
I'm saying that throughout the movie, it's clearly changing for more than one. And
yeah, but we're talking about the first two right now.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you're talking about how it got from.
Spoiler alert.
I know.
We talk about how it got from the first one to end of creation. It could be just as simple as a different entity.
I'm just trying to figure out why they even brought up the relationship.
Because it's all pure equal. It's all the devil.
You know.
I think it's just case
Okay, that's what we're gonna go with.
And we watch it, we may find out.
Just have to do a deep dive.
Yeah, I was like, because that's where it kind of leaves me a little bit. I'm like, the fact that they brought it up, I'm like, but I mean, not to say that entity couldn't, multiply or decide to, be in, attach itself to the Frenchman and then also be attached to the Annabelle doll. Because we don't get that part either.
So
But there's something that's missing.
was he? Did he have his exorcism before or after creation?
I guess that's the biggest question.
Because if he got exorcised before Annabelle creation, that means that could be the same spirit.
Mm-hmm. That would make more sense. So then is a different one. The other one's like Vol check or something like that.
Okay. They're two different demons.
Yeah, that was the one that's the one that Lorraine is valid.
Valid.
Yep. Okay.
So he just had like a little meaning okay.
Kind
of interesting.
Thank you, newsroom.
I'll tell you what, wow.
I think I heard Daniel say, "Oh shit," that many times. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Well, it did show how Annabelle the doll was that basically the way that they get divided.
Mm-hmm. They locked that dang old doll up, boy.
Well, yeah.
We let our Annabelle run free in the store.
Yep.
That reminds me. Annabelle.
Free range Annabelle.
It's funny that your little He-Man was knocked over too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Said I'm gonna turn this light off.
Now this is a slight change.
Yeah.
In story a little bit that we found something out. Yes. So, I decided. So my niece works with me, and she has a lot of anxiety and things like that. And she was actually had to go to the ER for chest pains, and every time that she was basically took a full breath, she would have like really, really like sharp pains. And so, of course, doctors being doctors, that, they're automatically going to think, they basically say it was indigestion. Give her medicine, that didn't work. And I'm like, it's either a pull muscle or then, young people like to talk. They're like, oh, it's anxiety from her little new boyfriend. So I was like, girl, you need to like meditate or like something. So I was like, you know what? Let's go. I'm like, I wonder there's got to be other stores beside Infinity's Inn that sells your incense burners and your, pagan witchcraft, yeah. So, it's called metaphysical stores. I did not realize how many we have in this area.
Yeah.
So we found one that was off of what's the other one? That one is very, as David would say, very Gen Z, modernized, very nice.
They do.
Big.
Very nice.
Yeah. Very big. And I was like, you know what? I'm not finding, like, I found one thing there. I'm like, let's find another one. And I had seen this one. I wasn't really sure about it, but it's called Mama Bessie's.
What is?
Guess where Mama Bessie's is located? In walking distance. But let me tell you, you walk in that freaking place and the energy is ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
Like grandma's house when she here. Stat.
Yeah, like the people that work there, the people. Yeah.
Look it up, Mama Central. Mama
Bessie. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. they didn't really have like what there again. I mean, I'm also shopping for like a 21-year-old, so I'm looking for specific things. But that one is probably like when you think of going into like a metaphysical store, that is the epitome of what I feel like it's gonna look like. I mean,
honest with you, I was huh? Yeah.
yeah, they've probably got some weird hours. Oh, Christmas. That's right. That's what she was saying when we were there on Saturday.
They have like several different things going on in there. They got like tarot readers, dice. They got like protection pin. Like, I really thought
The Hispanic woman that was back there doing a reading on somebody. Yeah. She was just like barely behind something. I was like, y'all doing. I mean, you just feel it. Just put it that way. You just feel it. I'm like, no wonder we have all the stuff that we have going on over here. Yeah, it was just powerful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like literally. I wouldn't have been surprised if that store wasn't in like the movie club.
We ought to put
like take it.
Yeah.
They try to put that stuff out.
Yeah, there ain't no way. I mean, it's like they probably got something because you don't feel it when you're out there. It's like when you walk through. Yeah.
Kind of like that little room we're in and we're in a morning with all that stuff.
No, this is kind of sort of like the energy probably would, but it wasn't a negative.
I mean, it doesn't have to be negative, but it's kind of the same way.
I mean, and they had like everything. I mean, from Catholic, Christian, Morse, Wicca, Hindu,
everything.
Mm-hmm. Voodoo. We'll take you in there. That was my first time too, and I was like flabbergasted. Like,
yeah, it's not that big, but it was like it has the stuff depending on what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
It's got your stuff in there.
Voodoo.
You know,
they got voodoo,
yeah, like everything.
Yeah, all that.
Everything. That's why I said I'm like it. You talking about night and day between the first one that we went to. That was very,
modern.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Right there across the road.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is like the. I guess you would smoke for.
Yeah, because like Infinity's Inn has some of like the candles, and of course your incense. They don't have Infinity's Inn doesn't have as much as the different types of incenses.
This one they had
They also don't have like a lot of like the herbs and everything like that. But that one, yeah, you getting rid of you go in that store, you getting rid of something, or you conjuring up something in that store.
Based on what you said, I wonder if your mama would do that.
No, she got her own stuff. She don't need to go in there.
I'm just talking.
No,
She wouldn't do it. Well,
that's a good question, but she got her.
Yeah, she got her own shit. She don't need to go in there.
You got to repeat. Hey,
Yeah,
you got to replenish the stuff when it runs out. But
It's been there forever. Like, it's been there so long that it's under the radar. I mean, you could tell that it's been like I told her, I was like, I've seen this sign, and I've seen it a lot.
yeah. Because I was sitting there, I was like, this area looks so familiar. Where it's located, the little shopping center, but I couldn't put my finger on where exactly it was at. And I'm like, all these stores, they're all down Monroe Road. But the fact that when we come in here, and whenever we did the dark hours, Daniel's got his voice box on, and every time we come in here, I'm like, I know he cut that freaking light off. I know he cut that light off.
you got stuff falling from there and falling with it.
Yep, stuff that keeps on dang on falling, and I'm like, okay, we're talking about this stuff, and we're literally within walking distance of this store that has such a strong, energy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
It really is. It's sad.
Yeah.
There's something that's always falling, which is weird because I've got
But I don't see
He-Man on this
like I've never felt like negative.
Yeah.
I think it's
That's
just
even
getting
if the sticky ball came off.
Mm-hmm.
It's sticky as hell.
That's what I said. I'm surprised He-Man fell over because he's got that that mold. Well, I have it supporting his feet because he doesn't stand. Yeah, he's top heavy, but that's supposed to be what they use in like museums to keep from kids from like knocking over and it falling.
Said try.
Oh yeah, you did a good job. All right, probably took a good bit of force.
For theatric.
Yeah.
That looks way more like pure movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be more freaked out about the I guess it's just our generation.
Porcelain dolls in general, I think, just have creepiness about them rather than some type of stuffed animal.
Even that movie, I forgot what it was, but like the doll was living in the ball. Oh, the real man. It was like a man inside the doll.
Unless it's like one of them like older kind of vintage doll, like Pook. I love you, Pook. Don't be mad.
Said bitch.
Pook is a creepy little rabbit. I mean, she looks.
Pook was my sister's imaginary friend, or her imaginary friend lived in the rabbit.
But you got to think is that Pook is from like what, early 80s? Because she was about my age.
Well, the rabbit was. The actual rabbits were like the 60s.
Yeah, so I feel like dolls from that time period probably they don't look as cutesy.
Well, my grandpa used to have a whole chest up in the attic full of porcelain dolls like 1800. Yeah, like the late 1800s.
Oh yeah, that's like some of the dolls that I've got that I went and picked up that I'm making into my little creepy dolls.
He kept that box locked. Didn't tell anybody why, but he kept it locked.
Yeah, because she's actually got dates on some of these dolls that I've got. So some of them, I think I probably got one from like, they're normally between the 40s and the 70s. All those little plastic dolls that I have that I'm reconstructing. So.
Oh yeah, I got two of them.
Mm-hmm.
Put a loose one.
Yeah. And shipped it. She is on her way to well, she should have already been delivered. She was supposed to be delivered on the 19th in Arizona. Yeah, it took longer than expected.
Or maybe not. Maybe she had that truck.
Show back up with her head.
Mm-hmm. Meet me. Hanging on that dang
I
on
just
news.
not realize you got my thing.
Her Gingy,
yeah.
Like her outfit.
Yep.
Okay. But what?
That's my Christmas shirt. Thank you.
Oh, is
Yeah, she does have that on her.
Yeah, I should have found me one. I was like a naked man with one hanging off the tube.
That's good. They all have their ugly sweater on.
Most of it do.
For y'all, he said for the combo kings. Mm-hmm. Sprinkle of Joy is gonna be behind the scenes.
I guess whenever we do the dark hour, we gotta split. No, I guess whenever we have a dark hour, we got a sprinkle of dust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, no, we got a little dust.
His little man.
We got a little sprinkle of dust.
The dust.
A little dust.
But yeah, so the next one of the series is which one? Because we did the Nun.
Next one will be Annabelle. Then that next one.
That's not the one that we watched already, right? With the nurses? Which one is Annabelle?
Annabelle.
Remember that one they showed with the nurses at the beginning of the Conjuring?
Yeah. Annabelle has her own.
Okay.
Then you got Annabelle, then we've already watched the Conjuring, so after that will be Annabelle Comes Home. Then you got The Curse of La Llorona. then The Conjuring 2,
Okay.
and then The Conjuring the Devil movie.
We'll have to see. Maybe we'll.
Conjuring 2, I think that's on.
I will say, for y'all, if you want to do the planning or whatever, I am only busy on Christmas morning. I will be done by lunchtime.
I think we give you this
I will be around.
Yes.
I'm gonna be bored and
I will be around Wednesday afternoon.
Well, then we'll have to. Yeah.
Because we are doing all of our Christmas on Christmas Eve. We're just having a family brunch on Wednesday morning. So.
We're doing our.
Well, really, the truth be told, I've got 2 next 2 weeks.
I think Monday night. I think we're doing our our theory
Tomorrow night?
or you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because ours is 12 days.
I haven't mentioned that night either.
Yeah, ours is 12 days of constantly doing something. So, but on that note, yep. So I guess you could say it like that.
You have to say I'm Western minded.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So going into the next episode, we should have the next 2 under wraps. I guess we'll go ahead and we'll probably do it either Tuesday or Wednesday and see how that correlates with the Nun and the creation. Oh God. Let's see what we've got. He doing that thing on face.
Which face?
I can't do it right this morning.
Yeah. The one that Desiree did and the one that I did, and you're like, don't ever do that shit again. But yep. On that note, we will see y'all on the flip side.
Forgot my line.
Keep it creepy, y'all.
Big
Damn, leave it alone.
Damn.